Well, good morning. It's the next day, and I'm not working on the Merc today. Got up at 4 in the morning and hit the road. Surprise. Surprise. Yeah? Yeah, so picked up another horse for the stable, you know, because I have a problem. Sight unseen, out past St. Louis area, so it's actually a surprise for the wife. Next month's our 10-year anniversary, and well, you'll just have to stay tuned and see what I'm talking about. But in the meantime, if you're ever on your way through Calvert, Kentucky, stop at a place called the 50s Cafe. Probably the best breakfast I've had in a long time. The omelets are amazing. The thing was like 2 plates. It's huge. And you definitely want the home fries. Best home fries I think I've ever had. So, small town America, get out there.
Welcome to Missouri.
Alright. We have arrived at the surprise.
Tell me when you're ready.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Get it? Go. Yeah.
What do you think?
I think it's gorgeous.
I just snorted a little bit. It's red.
It is.
Figured it was the perfect color.
You can open this right.
I think so. I mean,
There's the keys.
what are you thinking right now?
I love it. I'm in love.
She was like, "Are you sure it's drivable?" I'm like, "Yeah."
The last car you brought home was on a trailer and didn't have doors. Okay, I just, you know, I don't know what to expect when he tells me things that I have a car.
1964.
Gosh.
Are you gonna start it or something? Or?
Well, I was looking.
Oh.
I'm looking for it to get in.
It's a beautiful car.
It's good. The guy, when he did your inspection,
Yeah.
he said interior excellent, exterior excellent.
Oh, that's awesome.
He loved it.
I'm surprised that it wasn't sold when I messaged you.
I mean, I just put it on, like,
I know.
the redo.
The stars aligned.
It did.
I literally was about to go to sleep. I was on the couch because I couldn't sleep, so I didn't want to wake her up. And I'm like, let me check my phone. And
That's crazy.
it's carbureted. You know how to start it, right?
Should.
Give it a couple of pumps and then.
Should.
Yeah, all right. Fire it up. You guys hold it up.
I started it when I got here.
Those nailheads, they have a different sound to them, man. Sounds pretty good. You want to pull it out so you can see it?
I've taken it fits through there.
Yeah. Beautiful car. Are you stoked right now?
I am. I love it. I'm in love. Do you want to open up the? You want to pop the hood?
Well, the surprise is up, huh? So in case you're wondering what I got, my wife's wanted to relive her childhood experiences with her dad and his Riviera and Nailhead and everything. And I've been really trying for years now to get her a car, and as you guys know, I've got the 65 that I've been restoring. But I tell you, having a 3-year-old daughter and it's gonna take me years to build that car, and I want to make memories now. So I decided to go ahead, and I found this car and it popped up, and I'm like, it was a great price, it's a great people, really nice people, really nice story. And the story with cars, you know, it makes a difference. And so my plan was to hide this from her for our wedding anniversary next month, and you know, she notices things and she started asking questions, and I just couldn't keep it from her. So finally today I said, I'm going to get you a car, stop asking questions, and she wanted to go with, and she figured out, well, I'm obviously getting her a Riviera, and I'm like, okay, but that's all I'm going to tell you. And so I wouldn't tell her the color, what year, anything about the car, and you guys witnessed her seeing it for the first time. So I'm gonna make her drive it home, and we're gonna see if this thing makes it 333 miles. And the good news is, if it don't, I'm pulling a trailer with a winch on it, so it's zero risk. I'm gonna record it, we'll bring you guys with us, and man, it really makes me feel good seeing how happy she is and the smile on her face in that car. So here we go, there she is.
Gorgeous on the inside, runs like a dream. Couldn't ask for anything better.
What up?
You hear gassing her up?
I'm giving it the Vice Grip Garage Italian tune-up, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, well, she wants me to drive it, so I'm going to drive it for at least a couple hours here, get the cobwebs burned out of her, you know what I mean? Check the oil, she's about a half a quart down. Put a couple of cans of seafoam in it. Thing's been sitting for about a year. And away we go. How badass is this thing? They don't make cars like this anymore, man. I feel like it's 1964 and NASA's working on going to the moon. But you want to talk about a time capsule of Americana, this thing is awesome. I mean, it literally is more comfortable than any new car that I have. I feel like I'm riding in a Cadillac right now. 4,000 pounds of awesome. Literally nothing I own drives as nice as this thing does. I would drive this all day, anywhere. Look at that, 65, 70 miles an hour on the highway, it's tracking straight. About the only complaint I've got is the right front drum grabs a little bit, wants to pull to the right, and once you push through it, it's fine. But obviously once I get her home, I'll go through the brakes and everything. But man, I'll tell you what, new cars don't have soul like this thing's got. This thing is just purring like a kitten. Loves doing 65. The brakes, they're kind of brakes. Gets a little sketchy. Let's just say I like to coast her down a little bit. You know what I mean? Keep my distance, but that's too easy to fix. The only other complaint I got, radio don't work. The right rear taillight's out too, so I'm wondering if it's the same circuit, it's a fuse. But man, this thing, it's unbelievable that this thing was built in 1964. I mean, it drives like a dream. You could get in this thing right now and drive to California. It is, what a ride. I love it. The cars just don't build them like this no more, you know what I'm saying? My wife's gonna love watching this video with my terrible grammar and redneck language, but I tell you, man, go get yourself a classic car, turn the radio off, drive 65. What a great feeling. First stop, 91 miles in, 17.3 miles to the gallon. Power steering feels a little hot, pump squeaks, oil's good, fuel's good, doesn't smoke, doesn't burn any oil, just put it along like a kid. So we're gonna keep on going. The only thing that might stop me is if it rains. It's because the brakes are so sticky on that right front that if it starts raining hard, I'll probably just load it on the trailer. But for now, we're gonna keep on trekking. Well, we're about 150 miles in, and it's time for some lunch, or mid-dinner lunch, whatever between lunch and dinner is, but I'm hungry. All right, we ate some food, and now I'm about to hit the road again. The wife's jealous, wanted me to load it on the trailer just because she's jealous I'm driving it, but she doesn't want to drive it because of the brakes. It's kind of funny. So, halfway home, we got about 3 hours of driving left to do. I told her if it starts storming to just pull off at the next exit and we'll load this thing on the trailer just because, look at this tractor thing. I love it. Just because I don't want to, there's really no need to risk it. And with the way the brakes are, if it starts pouring, we're just gonna load it up. So here we go, back on the road. Man, we gotta travel with a recovery vehicle every time. That makes it nice. There's like no stress. We break down, activate the winch, man. We've been in Missouri, we went through Illinois, just crossed the Kentucky state line. Got about 130 miles to go. Well, we're about 2 hours from the house, I think Paducah, Kentucky. And we're driving in there, there's a lot of lightning and some nasty stuff up ahead of us. So we're pulling into a rest area, and I'm gonna go ahead and load it up on the trailer. But we did make it 230 miles. And she's purring like a kitten. I just don't think it's really worth the risk when we got a trailer here. So, especially because I haven't been underneath this thing to look at it. We're just gonna load her up on a trailer and we'll do the last 2 hours home on the trailer. All right, we got the 6.4 loaded up. And unfortunately gonna finish the last 2 hours on the trailer, but you know, if I didn't have her here with the trailer, I'd feel just fine driving it in the rain. But with the brakes the way they are and a trailer, it's just stupid to me not to put it on a trailer. So let's keep going. We have made it back to Casa de la House. It's 9 o'clock. We started this journey at 4 a.m. I have no doubt that this thing would have made it all the way. Well, we did trailer the last 100 miles, so I'm gonna get her unloaded, get her in a new home. All right, well, we made it back. Successful day. So, Dawn, if you're watching this, thanks a lot. We really appreciate it. Couldn't have asked for a better experience, and couldn't have asked for a better car. If you ever want to see the old guy, come on down to Tennessee, swing on by. I'm sure the wife will take you for a ride or toss you the keys. I think we came up for a name in honor of your dad. She wants to call the car Bobby, so say hello to Bobby. And she got a primary spot in the house garage, so we got wife's car, daughter's car, daddy's car. But man, it was a great day. I tried to hide it from the wife, just couldn't. So took her with me, surprised her when we got there. Track bar, I think the track bar bushing is shot on the back. Gotta look at that, potentially the shocks, right front brake sticks. Power steering fluid got a little bit hot. I've got a full tune-up for the car from 65 projects that are already here, which are now going to be sold, since I saved myself about 10 years of work with this thing. But got a fully rebuilt and restored carb for the other car that I can throw on here. I've got new cap points, plugs, wires, pretty much a full tune-up for it that I can throw on. It's already got a new battery, new fuel pump. Some of the hoses have been replaced. Water pump's definitely been replaced. Air conditioning doesn't blow cold. I'm going to try to fix that. Low beam is out on this side. None of the dash lights light up at night. Radio doesn't work. The right rear tail light doesn't work. So some electrical stuff to sort out, but all pretty standard for classic cars. I tell you, this motor is a beast. It's instant torque on demand anytime. It's not like a super fast high horsepower engine, but the torque is instantaneous, and this thing does 70 on the highway no problem. Barely putting along. And it's going to be a great family car. So, family classic car. Check out that original glass bottle, that's pretty sweet. And for just a quick overview of the car, so 64, it's the year they went to the turbo 400 3-speed transmission. The headlights were still in the grille, not hidden here like on the 65, 425 nail head. This has the red on red, so red interior, which is kind of a rare option. Factory AC. This wasn't like a deluxe model or anything, so it has the black center console. The higher trim models would have had the real wood. It's got a clock in the dash. Pretty sweet. It's got the poverty caps on it, which looks pretty cool. Factory thin stripe white walls. It still has the actual factory original spare in the trunk, which is pretty sweet. And plenty of room in the back seat for a car seat. Does have the rear speaker in the grille option. Electric rear windows, electric driver and passenger windows. It's got the sweet vent windows that I use today. 108,000 miles on it. I love the analog clock. Got the old tractor knob on it. I use that today. Chronomatic radio. I mean, it feels like an airplane in here. You know, very much airplane styling. It's a beautiful car. Couldn't ask for a better car. So she's gonna love it. She's gonna drive it. I don't think she'll be afraid to put the kid in it, since it's a 4,000 pound, 17 foot, 4-inch boat. Just needs some maintenance done to it. New tires. Tires are dry rotted. Original paint. I mean, this thing is. Oh, the only other thing I found is the antenna's bent. But windshield wipers work. Everything, pretty much everything else works. It's got all the original chrome trim on it. 65, they got rid of these side trim. I actually like that. I think it looks pretty good. 64, they went from the Buick symbol to the R. Gas tank is behind the rear plate. It's got cherry bombs on it, which I typically hate, but with this nail head, they actually sound pretty good. Cruising on the highway, you don't even really hear it unless you get on it. It really is a perfect family cruiser. But anyhow, I hope you enjoyed that. We did 660 miles today. We'll see you next time.
Ember, is this Mommy's new car? Yeah. What do you want to do?
I want to sit in there.
You want to sit in there? All right.
It looks pretty calm here.
It looks pretty kind in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this awesome?
Yeah. Can you drive this new car?
I can drive this new car. Not today.
Not today.
Yeah, when it stops raining and Daddy gets new tires.
For it?
Yeah, do you like it?
Does it have tires?
Yeah, it does, but not good ones.
No, it doesn't have bouncy tires.